Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Ray with another unboxed review. Zach's still away on work, so I'm doing another solo review, but he will be back very shortly in the next upcoming videos. But I do have Sofa from Slam Collections behind the video, always helping us doing our thing, which is always much appreciated. But guys, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and that bell notification. And if you saw our previous video when we just did the Wolverine, that's the video you want to comment on for that 1K cash giveaway. If you're in Australia, we'll put it towards your next purchase of your collectible of any choice. If you are abroad, we will be transferring you 1K AUD via PayPal. So yeah, stay tuned because today I'm going to be bringing out one of my biggest iconic characters of all time. He's not my favorite, but he is an iconic. He is in my top 5 favorites. I've been waiting such a long time to get this piece in. He finally got delivered, and I bought this from our... No, I actually did not buy him from our local. This piece I couldn't get from my local. I actually bought this from Sideshow Collectables. Overseas, we all know what Sideshow Collectables are. It is a PCS piece. Obviously, Sideshow does stock PCS. So I'm stoked to finally pull this piece out of the box. He's one of my brother's favorite characters. I'm a bit upset that they haven't made certain other wrestlers from the line, but they have made some of the most iconic ones. But I'd love if PCS could start going to more of a WWE line and start bringing up some of the older characters. There's so many characters I'd love to see. But in saying that, we are going to be pulling out one of the biggest superstars in a second. This guy we're about to show you holds a very special place in my heart. He actually brought tears to my eyes when I was a young lad. He versed one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So I cannot wait for my favorite wrestler to be available, and that I am getting from Pop Culture, our local, but it still hasn't arrived in our country. Being Australia, we are the last to receive everything, so it looks like I'll be waiting a little bit more for that piece to come. But I know people overseas have started collecting or started receiving theirs, which is telling me it's going to be any week now, hopefully very soon. So stay tuned, and I'll pull him out of the box and I'll show you what we have. Here he is, the man himself. And I'm not going to lie, I don't even want to take this out of the box. I'm actually pretty impressed with the art box itself. If I could display the art box and I had the room, I actually would. This guy is one of my superstar iconic heroes, Ultimate Warrior. I'm so happy to finally have this in hand. I cannot wait to pose him next to an upcoming piece. Hopefully very soon we will have Hulk Hogan, and then I can relive WrestleMania 6, the main event, Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan. That is the ideal way I want to display him. But there it is. The art box is beautiful. Black all the way up on top and bottom. You got the beautiful colors that go throughout the box on the side of Ultimate Warrior. Actually, Sideshow delivered this in perfect condition, by the way. Not one glitch, not one dent. It's actually amazing. You got a close-up of his face right there. Same thing on the back. All the colors. His known face paint with the purple, orange, which they've actually replicated his face paint kind of throughout the whole box, which is really, really cool. All the way through, and you get back to the front where you see a little bit more of his upper body and that definition. I cannot wait to take him out of the box and show you what it looks like. And here he is, out of the box. Guys, and we've changed kind of the filming strategy lately. We're not going to show you the box it comes in, apart from the art box. We showed you the art box, but it did come in a white styrofoam box, which was surrounded by 2 black straps, which is fantastic. I love the fact that you don't have to use a pair of scissors and dig around the boxes anymore. It just creates less mess, less hassle. So two black straps around. It was nicely packaged inside. We didn't get too much into it because this is pretty much, this is literally a 2-piece statue. Apart from the strands of kind of like his material that, which I'll get into in a second, that clip into his legs and arms, the body is 1 piece and the base, and that's it. So we weren't going to dwell too much into it, but starting with the base, he's standing on, you know, what appears to be his ring, so to speak, not really, on a podium. It's a very simple, straightforward base. There's nothing to it. You got some little strands on the top here, little grooves, little patterns, which is nicely done. And you know, PCS have just dedicated to a more of a simple look, which is always a good thing. It doesn't take away from the actual wrestler itself, which is fantastic. And you got your Ultimate Warrior logo right there, which is in his, his famous colors, so to speak. Which is, I love the way they've done this. But yeah, that's pretty much the base. Just circle round. A little foot peg, which he slots in. Body goes on. Body's all one piece. There's no attachments, no arms, no, even the head. The head came straight bang on there, which is always easier. Then you got his shoes. The shoes are great. His white shoes. He's got the Ultimate Warrior symbols. He's got one in kind of yellow gold, so to speak. I'm gonna say more yellow, which Soph will show a close up of it later. And you got the black Ultimate Warrior symbol. The detail in his boot is well made. It's styrations going through that, like the little strands of a boot, like a cowboy boot, so to speak, or the typical old school tassels. Are they tassels? What are they called? Little tassels off a bike, but they've got little strands going all the way through it, which is very well detailed. Even the dints and grooves all the way through his left and right boot, like he's really standing there. He's got the side flaps up top near his back calf, which is beautifully made. But there's a lot of detail in this boot, which I really like to see. Very clean, very well made, very well structured, and the paint application on it is beautifully done as well. On the boot, so I'm really impressed with that. Then you got his kneecaps going, but I'm going to go into his whole body later. But you got his his kneecaps or his knee pads, and he's got the warrior. He does have the warrior symbol on there, purple, orange, all the way down. He's got little striations that go through all the way around that, which is pretty well detailed as well. Very nicely done. And you got these little two clip-ons, little tensils or tensils. We'll get there eventually. What are they called? Tassels? Anyway, we got those hanging all the way back. These are two clip-ins. They come with different shapes, so it gives you an idea of which one goes into what. And you got the purple, the green, or the lime green, and the orange, that clip-in right there, and it goes to the side of the boot, which is smart on their end, because anything was to go lower, it just wouldn't go. So they've actually managed it in a way where you can kind of actually see them. If you're posing him face forward, you can see these hanging on the side, which kind of linger over his left leg, which is beautifully done. He's in his iconic pose as well, which I love that. Well, his most iconic one would be him standing on the rope and shaking that top turnbuckle, which is, his way of, I'm coming back to win the title, don't mess with me, I'll break you in half. Which is such a good man, this one. There's a bit of a story to Ultimate Warrior, which I'll get into later. But you travel all the way up. He's got his lime green Speedos on, trunks. Again, very well made, so detailed. You go all the way up into his body. You see the same thing on his arm. These are two clip-ins as well, two just little drop-down things where they just flow from the side, which gives you that ability when you're posing him forward, just to actually have a good look at him and see what he's all about. So which is really well made from PCS. And then you move into the same side on his right arm. Again, you can see it flying from the back there. Probably can't see my head ducking left and right. Wrapped around his just above his upper bicep, which Ultimate Warrior always did wrap those tensils above his bicep. And he tightened them so hard that it always looked like his arm was pulsating with a huge just pump of a bicep, which PCS have actually replicated, in my opinion, absolutely perfectly. They've done it spot on. They exactly placed it where they should place it, right above his bicep. And you can see the veins coming through his right and left arm. And they've really captured the detail incredibly around it. I'm actually pretty shocked. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be this, good. But PCS, I think when it comes to wrestling, PCS are ahead of the game. And I've seen what they've been doing lately with their other statues. There is going to be a company that's going to be it's going to be a force to be reckoned with. PCS are doing, mate, that Ant Adams, mate. He's one of the guys down there. Ant's doing amazing work right now. His turtle line is off the chain. So well done, Ant and the crew and all his team are doing a fantastic job. Again, forearm definition, beautiful. if you know, Sofa will show you in a second, but just the level of detail in his arm clenched in his iconic pose, well made. You know, his obliques, his abs, his chest, the definition all in his chest and abs is. And well done, buddy, and your team. You've done really well. And then you got his face, the paint application on his face, beautiful done. Teeth, well made, grindy, good, clear, looks realistic. Lip line, fantastic. Nose, forehead, the hair came undamaged, untouched. I love the flow of the hair in the back. Again, very well made. And then you got his back right there. And again, smart concept, because he's leaning forward doing a bit of a power pose. You know, it doesn't really show too much, and it looks like he's stretched out into the forward formation of him actually posing front forward. So, you know, they've eased up the definition on the back a little bit. This is incredible. I'm super impressed. One thing, there is one critique. I don't know if Ultimate Warrior is this dark. I mean, I grew up watching Ultimate Warrior. He's got a very dark tan complexion in this. I don't remember him. They've probably gone a little bit too dark on the body and the legs. Maybe he should have been a shade lighter. But apart from that, beautiful. This is an iconic piece come to life. And obviously with PCS, every time you buy a PCS piece, you know, you get your certificate of authenticity, which is, I love this little addition they add, which is fantastic. You know, I've got number 426 of 500, so there are 500 pieces of these made worldwide, and that's always a beautiful thing when you get an ES like that. So I'll give you a bit of a measure up of how he stands. I mean, width-wise, you're not looking at much. You're looking at about roughly, you know, 21 to 23 centimeters, give or take. The height of this, you're looking at about 63 centimeters to the top of your hair strand, and then there's no point in going into the other side because it's just a circular base. But apart from that, there it is. I'm super happy with the outcome of this piece. The level of definition they've done in this is well done, hands down. You guys have nailed it. Even his quads, his calves, beautifully done. Again, just probably it's probably a shade darker than it should be. It should probably be a little bit lighter. I'll probably go 1 or 2 touches lighter. But apart from that, no, this is amazing. Again, I bought this because this brings me back to my childhood. You know, me and my older brother would sit there, and I remember this match got assigned. It was going to be Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan. So I cannot wait. I've seen people upload pics that they're receiving their Hulk Hogan now. I cannot wait to display these two bad boys side by side. Hulk Hogan also doing his, you know, singular pose right there to the side. Warrior tensing. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I wish they do revisit a few of the older characters as well and really punch out some characters, because I mean, I would straight out buy every single one of them, hands down. I'd PO from day one. Wrestling is a big part of my life, and it has been for many decades. So well done to Ant and the team at PCS. You guys have absolutely knocked this out of the park. And yeah, guys, don't forget our previous video. We did the Wolverine, which will be that is the video you want to drop a comment in and type in, you know, 1K cash giveaway in that video only. And then we'll go live and we'll announce who will win that. If you're within Australia, we'll be giving you 1K towards your next collectible piece of your choice, AUD. If you're abroad, we'll be giving you 1K AUD transferred to your nominated PayPal account. In saying that, guys, this is incredible. We've hit the 1K subscribers. I'm so rapt to have this. And again, guys, Slam Collections Instagram. Again, I cannot stress enough. You know, we do the reviews. Fantastic. It's amazing. We love it. We love doing it. But without Sofa, this is nothing. Yeah, all of this is nothing. He's got, man, the expertise he comes. Look, if I can show you his setup, and I can flip this camera around, he's got this big shining, all I need is a bat light really, just to put a bat symbol. It's got it shining right in my face. He comes prepared. He puts a lot of hard work and effort, time away from his family. Instagram, Slam Collections, please be sure to hit him up. Hit a like, leave a comment, share it around. He's really good at what he does, and he's very passionate about what he does, and we appreciate him being part of the Unboxed team. In saying that, also, Zach, my business partner, is not here, and my little cousin. I wish he was here today doing this review with us. Although he would have probably just looked at this statue going, why am I looking at something that's not Vegeta? It's very upsetting for Zach. But we've got big things coming soon. There will be, you know, Zach's going to be taking the reins on a few reviews coming up very shortly. Believe me, he's got some big things he's going to be doing reviews with. I'll be there looking at him the way he'd be looking at me if I was looking at Vegeta. Right? But that's to come. So, guys, don't forget, subscribe, bell, share it, please. Ongoing support. We love and appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for joining in for another Unboxed review, and we will catch you on the next video.